like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you. I got you.
Off play action. Fields. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Out. Show it out. Switch it, Ken, switch it.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to Mixon on 1st down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Mike 35.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Slam.
On 1st down. Taylor, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. Murphy. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. They'll run with Taylor. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Now Murphy to throw on second down. He finds his target, Beckham. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Looking to throw. Murphy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
35's the mark.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
35's the mark.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Fields. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Let it go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
4th down. Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Kill. Check. Crunch. Tighten up.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Check. We play to win. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Fields. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
35's the mic.
Off the play fake. Fields. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Second and 3. Flushed out right. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Murphy, a final shot before break. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Back, back, back. Check 13. Check 13. Go right. Go, go. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Here's Gordon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 46-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Slam, slam, slam.
Back to throw. Murphy. And it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. And he coughed it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike, let's go. 35. Too little, cut.
To throw on second down. Fields. He's got his man. It's Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Jim. Check 3, check.
Now Joe Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Share. You got tight right there. 6 guys. Check 6.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Check 30.
Right back to him on first down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Colts 22-yard line.
2nd and 6. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Murphy eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murphy now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. Here's Murphy. Throwing on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. To throw is Murphy. Operating from the gun. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Back to throw. Murphy to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field.
There he goes, left side, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. He goes 91 yards on the kick return, and the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way up.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw. Murphy. He's got Smith here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Murphy on 1st down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 11. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Murphy throwing on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Cooper was the target there. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 10. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
He's going to let it fly. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonnu Smith with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air.